Alright guys, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I'd go from a 0K business to a 10K soccer training business as fast as possible. Exactly what I would do step by step to get me to that 10K mark as fast as possible. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Noah Varner. I help private soccer coaches build and scale their private training businesses to go full-time and enjoy life like I do. Alright, so let's get right into it, guys. So today, I'm going from how I'm going to go from 0K to 10K as fast as possible. And I've got 3 steps in here that I'll share with you real quick. Okay, so 1 is a structured offer. 2 is finding help. And 3 is going to be content plus ads. Okay, so I'm going to break these down step by step for you guys. All right, so let's start with the first step. So a structured offer. So when you guys want to go from 0 to 10, right? But for you to be able to get there, you're going to need structure in place. You're going to need a concrete base that you can build a business on, because you're not going to be able to go to 10K fast, and you're never going to be able to go to 10K a month if you don't have that structure, that business structure. And what that means is getting away from Venmo, moving to Stripe completely, having an online bank account, setting up minimum 3, 6, 12-month commitments for all of your programs, right? Having agreements in place to lock those people into your programs, right? And most importantly, right, like having a program that is good, having a program that wants to keep people around. Because for you to build to 10K as fast as possible, you need people in your business giving you recurring income all the time. And if you have a crappy product, you're not going to be able to grow on top of each other, right? So it's very important that you create a product that's good. And what I mean by that is simple, right? Like, yes, you get trainings every week, right? But we're not selling per session. We're selling on a 3, 6, or 12-month basis with a monthly recurring if they can afford it to pay up front, right? And to be able to do that, you got to offer more than just training. So you got 4 trainings, so you can offer 4 trainings, and then let's offer homework and a drill library and training shirt, right? Like if you see my other videos, I'm huge on that kind of stuff, right? But that gives you the ability to create a program which allows you to charge more than just per session. It allows you to charge per month, per 3, 6, 12 months, right? It makes the program look legit and feel legit to parents, okay? So it's very important that you have a program. And then it's super duper important that you have an agreement attached to this program. So when they join you, you have an agreement that locks them in for either 3, 6, 12 months at a time. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking like, oh, like I don't know if anybody's gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. You go to a gym. Everybody goes to a gym, right? People go. These parents are going to karate centers and other things for their kids, other commitments for their kids. They're signing commitments as well, long term. So you can do the exact same thing, right? You just have to treat your business like you're a gym, like you're one of those ballet studios, like you're one of those karate studios. You got to be professional as possible about it, and that starts with a good product. That starts with having commitments. That starts especially with having that agreement in place, right? And just having a concrete foundation. You need that foundation to be able to get that rocket ship off the ground, right? So once we have that foundation in place, that's the easiest part, right? So now you're ready to scale to 10K a month. So now the second part, after we've structured our offer, what we're going to be doing is finding help, okay? So this is a big one, because you guys, you're not in the online space. You're in-person training, right? So there's only so many of you, and there's only so much that you can do, right? And you can only charge so much, right? And still be able to do it all on your own. 99% of the time, you're not going to be able to build a 10K a month by yourself. It's just not possible, right? So you need to find help. You need to find somebody to bring them in and have them coach with you. Right, so you need, when I got started, I coached for maybe a month and a half, and I had about 6 players up in that point, and I realized like, okay, like if I want to go do 40, 50 kids, like I'm gonna need help. So I immediately sought out one of my best friends, one of my very good longtime coaches, and we've been working together ever since, and we were able to grow to a multi-5-figure soccer training business. And the only reason we were able to do that is because we were working together. So go find somebody to help you. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have a partner that's, you think that you can bring on, right, and you're not as lucky as I am, then go to local schools and look for college kids that need money. go to local sports organizations and look for players that, want to give back. Go to local clubs, other organizations that aren't, and make sure that they're not running their own programs, and they don't want to set all that up. So you can do all the work, and they just show up and train kids, right? Because when you're because essentially with my students, what we do is we design the perfect ideal coach, and then we do whatever we have to do to figure out how to get to that person, right? And typically, in soccer training isn't necessarily the highest paying sport, right? Well, that's not true, but more so, you can't pay coaches that much. Like paying them $40-50 an hour to do one-on-one and small group training is just not feasible for somebody like you who has a small business, right? Like you have to start low, like $25-30 an hour, and only a certain type of person is going to accept that. And that's either somebody who just absolutely loves soccer and doesn't care about the money, which is unlikely, or somebody who needs the money, right? So go find people who need the money, bring them in, train them up, give them incentives to grow over long term, give them more money as they get better and better, and you'll build a team around you. But you need that team. So once you have that foundation and you have that team, now you're ready to just completely go scale with this, okay? So at that point, we've got the team, we've got the foundation. Now it's time for content and ads, all right? So these are the 2 of 5 categories of the marketing. So you've got a referral system, you've got partnerships and sponsorships, you've got making content, you've got paid advertisements, and you've got cold outreach, okay? All 5 of these categories work, and you should use all 5 within your marketing schemes to bring in clients all the time. But the 2 main ones in today's world, it's not flyers, it's not business cards, it's not word of mouth and begging your clients to bring you more clients. It's not any of those. It's making content and paid ads. This is huge. Every single person is on Instagram and Facebook. Everyone. All coaches have it. Coaches are in there looking at soccer drills. Parents are on there swiping through. I mean, I know you guys are on YouTube right now, and I'm sure that you guys are either swiping on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You're just watching those reels, multiple hours a day. Like you see people's screen time. It's multiple hours. So everybody is on these platforms. So you need to get your stuff in front of these people's faces. And the only way to do that is through making content and paying for ads. So let's break that down. First off, making content. So content, that doesn't mean you getting in front of a camera and talking like I am to you, right? Like you're a soccer academy. You don't necessarily need to do a lot of talking. Parents want to see kids playing, right? So getting a ton of videos up on your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok of just training. Your trainings, your group trainings, your one-on-one trainings, what your program offers, like all these kinds of things, right? And you have up on this page, because when people click on your ads, they need to see that you have a lot of content and see that you're legit, and scroll through and be like, oh, this is good. Like post your best stuff out there, but don't be avoiding posting because it's good. It's not good, right? Like it's important, guys, that you post every day, or at least 5 times a week, right? Monday through Friday is typically rule of thumb. So post Monday through Friday, get videos up, get content up, get offers up there, get everything that you need up there, testimonials, all this kind of stuff, and just get it up there. Be consistent about it. You're not going to see necessarily results from just making content and getting leads in the door that way. It's very difficult because that's organic outreach, basically. So organic is when you just make content for free and post it on the internet, and you're hoping to get leads in the door through that way. That's just organic outreach, right? So we get those pieces of the film out and content out, and then that's when the inorganic content comes in. So the paid ads. This is where you make all your money. This is the bread and butter for me. This is the bread and butter for my students. This is the only way to make a ton of money in today's world. If you want to learn how to make a ton of money in today's world, you need to learn paid ads inside and out. That is what's going to be. It's such a powerful tool. Like this month alone, I think it's March 20th, and from March 1st to March 20th, I've brought in over 50 leads to my soccer training business from purely just paid advertisements, right? So it can be so powerful, and it's a pay to win game. Like the more money you spend, the more money you earn, right? Which is awesome. So for these paid advertisements, so now we've got a bunch of content on our page. We're legit. People know who we are. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to start running ads, very simple ads. Ads where, it's a video of, your training, and then you've got a description calling people out, like parents with soccer players ages 8 to 14 in the blank area. Come try out with us, at XXX. Then you can make a video of you talking over a video, right? That's also a good advertisement. Like you're calling somebody out. So there is a formula to creating content, all right? So it's call to action, or it's call out. So hook is typically what it's called, then value, then call to action, right? So hook, value, call to action. All right, the hook is that first 3 seconds where we lock them into our video, get their attention, grab their attention, so they can keep watching us into the value proposition. Once we're in the value proposition, this is where we give the bulk of the information that they want, right? So what I mean is the hook would be like, hey, parents in the blank blank area with a soccer player ages 8 to 14. And then, it's like you're talking directly to them through the camera, right? They're like, oh yeah, I'm a parent with a soccer player ages 8 to 14. Yeah, that's me. And then value. We're looking for 5 soccer players, and that's called scarcity. We were looking for 5 soccer players to come join our shooting and finishing session with our most elite kids. If you're somebody who needs help, if your kid needs help with shooting and finishing, then book a spot in ASAP, right? So that's the value, right? Like you tell them what it is, right? And then the final call to action is what it tells them what to do, right? So at the end, you're like, just click on the link below in the video and sign up to secure your spot. We only have 5 spots available, like making them take action, whether they go sign up on your website, whether they sign up on the lead form, making them take action to reach out to you, right? If you don't have a call to action and you just give them value, like they're just going to keep scrolling, right? Like you need to tell them something, and it needs to be ultra, ultra simple. The more simpler it is, the easier it will, or the more leads that will come in. If you got a lead form that's like 10 questions long, it's going to be very difficult because people are going to get halfway through that and be like, I don't feel like doing this, and swipe out. Okay, so it's very important that it is as simple as possible. And, like I said, hook, value, call to action. This will get people in the door. This will get people watching your video, sticking around for the information and the call to action, and that call to action will get them to act on your ad. But that right there is the bread and butter on how to run ads, what those ads will do to you, and that is what's going to get you to 0 to 10K a month, right? So that's everything for me, guys. If you have any questions, you want to reach out for mentorship, anything, hit me up on my Instagram at coach.noahv. I've got a free community full of soccer coaches that we go in there. We have live events. We do YouTube trainings. We do live trainings. They come and ask me questions. All these kind of great things in a totally free community. I've got a free course as well for anybody who's trying to grow to 5 to 10K a month in their soccer training business. But that's everything for me, guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. It really helps me. It tells me that you guys like these videos so I can keep making them. I don't get paid for the videos. I'm just making it for free to give you guys some training and help you grow your businesses. So it would be much appreciated if you could subscribe. But that's everything for me, guys. Go make some money. Go kill it. Peace.